Hey photographer, Jessica Whitaker here. Let's talk about 5 things that I would never do in my photography business. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this free photography video and making it possible.
A photo speaks 1,000 words, but a polished and professional portfolio can get us those $1,000 clients. Enter Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for websites and domains. Photographers, it's time to be done settling for slow-loading websites with tedious plugins. I trust Squarespace's all-in-one platform to keep me booked and busy. Pick from one of their dozens of contemporary drag-and-drop layouts, host your custom domain and email with them, and even conduct successful email campaigns. Everything you need to run a successful photography business under their umbrella and at your fingertips. You can head to squarespace.com to begin your free trial, and when you are ready to launch your beautiful professional website, you can go to squarespace.com/Jessica Whitaker to get 10% off of your first purchase of a website or a domain.
Number 1 is the least controversial, and that is that I would never shoot without using a proper photography contract or a model release form. A photography contract is going to protect both you and your client, and at minimum, it's going to outline exactly what your client can expect to receive and what they are paying for. If you're working off of a free photography contract template, you are going to want to make the upgrade to something that has been drafted by a lawyer. I'll have my best resource for lawyer drafted contracts right here on the screen and linked in the description box below. Lastly, you want to use a model release form if you are doing any kind of free photo shoots. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend, an in-law, or if this is a collab with a model in your area. A model release form is going to protect you and your images. For example, you and your best friend might get into a major fight, and maybe it will be reconciled, but they could ask you to remove the images and you don't have much grounds to stand on. Or if you are doing a couple photo shoot and the couple breaks up, there's always a chance that one of them might ask for you to remove the images. A model release form is going to protect you from that. Before we go any further, I want to share that the next 3 points are very controversial. These are things that I would never post about on social media because I feel that it risks you coming off as unprofessional and unreliable to clients or potential clients, and I do not want you to risk that. So please listen with an open mind, and if at the end of the video you disagree, that is totally fine, but I want you to grow your photography business, and I do believe that if you are posting these things, you are risking that growth. It's totally fine to want to be transparent with your clients, but there are some things that will not benefit your business to share. If you're ready, let's jump into it. I would never post about something that I forgot. So whether this is going to a coffee shop and forgetting my laptop charger or going on vacation and forgetting my hard drive, it doesn't have to directly relate to a photo shoot situation, but when you post about these little things that you are forgetting, it makes you come off as irresponsible and unreliable. Even when you're posting in context of your personal life, it still can reflect professionally. These details are a big deal when you are booking clients. And if you are wanting to start raising your prices or moving your business in another direction, you have to think about these details. And before you post, ask yourself, is sharing this going to grow my business? Is it going to benefit my business to share that I'm forgetting my laptop charger at the coffee shop that I went to edit somebody's photos? No, I would never post about how tired I am, especially if it's the night before a session that I have booked or after a session. Talking candidly about your lack of sleep or how tired you are after a long drive home after your session, even if it was a big road trip for you, and I just want to pause here, it comes off as complaining. If you are sharing that you're so tired, you had a long drive ahead of you, well, your clients paid you to take that long drive, and it's something that you were expecting. So when you share that, it comes off in a negative light. Anyways, from a client's perspective, it is disheartening to hear that you are operating off of a lack of sleep. Even if you can fully function, it still leaves doubt and stress in your client's mind. You don't want clients to second guess your abilities. And finally, there is a chance that you sharing about your lack of sleep and how tired you are can come off as complaining. I would never post about being behind in my workload. So I see a lot of photographers in recent years posting that they are behind on editing and behind on emails, and even publicly on Instagram requesting clients and inquiries to be patient with them while they catch up on the emails. However, there are always going to be times when we are not, and that is natural, especially as so many of us are juggling another job or school and we're doing photography on the side. I really encourage you to set up an autoresponder so that you are prepared in those busier seasons. And in that email autoresponder, you want to let your clients and potential clients know that you will respond to them within 48 business hours. If you are behind on editing, just inform the clients in which you are behind on. Do not publicly post that to Instagram because it makes you come off as unprepared, unorganized, and unreliable, even if you totally are. And make sure that you outline within your contract a realistic turnaround time which your clients can expect to receive their images. And if you are within that turnaround time, you do not need to alert your clients that you are behind. As long as you are going to deliver the images when it is outlined in your contract, you're totally good and you don't need to post about it. Number 5 is that I would never delete my memory cards until I have delivered the final product to my client, because you never know if you might need that original file. And of course, you want to have backups of your files and you want to be double shooting on 2 memory cards, but never delete the SD cards just in case. If you have any specific questions about how to grow your photography business, or if you are navigating through a difficult client situation, if you want feedback on your photography website, my Build and Bloom Photography Facebook group is free to join. It's kind, it's encouraging, it's inclusive, and it is the best place to ask questions about your specific photography business. You can join it for free. Just search up Build and Bloom on Facebook groups. Be sure to hit subscribe so you're the first to know when new free photography videos for your business come out. And photographer, if you are just starting out in your business, or maybe you're a year or so in, but you are not registered as a legal business entity, not keeping of what's going in and out of your business money-wise, if you don't have a business bank account or insurance, all of this sounds so overwhelming. I totally get it, but it's important that we get it done. In my Business Basics online class, I am sharing with you the 8 essential steps to getting your business legal and legit. When you avoid getting these things sorted out in your business, you risk getting sued, paying more in taxes, and losing money. Like in my YouTube videos, I teach from a practical perspective so that you can know exactly what to do, and I'm sharing when to do it and how to get it done so that you can actually check it off your to-do list and move forward with a legal and legit photography business. If you're interested in Business Basics, head to jessicawhitaker.co/businessbasics. It will also be linked in the description box below. If you're interested but want more information, click this video and I'll talk to you more about it there. Bye!